Welcome to Vigorous Supplementation. I'm Coach Steve, and today we're going to review Gorilla Mode Essential Amino Acids. Now, I've been using this product for the last 2 weeks in several different methods, but my favorite way is definitely Intra-Workout. And the reason why that is because it prevents catabolism of muscle tissue. Now, especially when you're in a little bit of a caloric deficit, this is very, very beneficial because you can't really instruct your muscle cells to burn amino acids, glucose, or fatty acids, unless you're using cardarine, obviously, which actually tells the muscle cell through the PPAR to burn fatty acids over stored glucose or amino acids. So you can use that product if you want to burn a little bit more body fat. And when your glycogen stores are a little bit depleted and you don't have that much body fat to burn, this comes in handy to prevent the breakdown of stored muscle protein because you already have a decent amount of free-form amino acids in the bloodstream. Now, the trick with essential amino acids is because they're already pre-digested and they're already in their free form, is that you have to trickle them into the bloodstream to prevent gluconeogenesis. Because if you take them all in a single dose in one go, you get a decent amount of gluconeogenesis, and now you transform all these expensive amino acids into glucose, which you might as well take glucose in that sense, right, if you want to do that. So the trick is to mix your essential amino acids in the water you're drinking during your workout, whether that's half a gallon or 1.5 liters. Personally, I drink 3 liters of water, so I prefer to mix my essential amino acids in one water bottle, while the other water bottle is just normal drinking water. Then I can take a sip of the essential amino acids and wash that away with my drinking water, so I don't have any aftertaste in my mouth during the working sets. Now, when you're trickling down these essential amino acids, the free-form amino acids within your bloodstream are not high enough for gluconeogenesis to occur. So as you're sipping the amino acids throughout the workout, you prevent gluconeogenesis from happening, transforming the essential amino acids into glucose. And instead of burning glucose away, now you prevent the breakdown of stored muscle protein because you have free-form amino acids available during your working sets, during your heavy working sets. Now, since heavy hypertrophy work is always slightly catabolic, by having free-form amino acids available in the bloodstream or in the mitochondria, you prevent the breakdown of stored muscle protein because you still release a little bit of cortisol, especially towards the end of the workout, which is, of course, going to increase the catabolism, which could potentially occur during these heavy workouts. Now, the trick here is heavy workouts, because what I've noticed with myself and many of my clients, if you don't put in the work, these essential amino acids are not going to prevent you from catabolism because it's not occurring. Now, if there's no significant amount of catabolism occurring, these free-form amino acids are not really taking the place of stored muscle protein, that you're preventing from being burned during the workout or cardio. They're taking place of stored glucose in the form of glycogen or free fatty acids, which came from the body fat reserves. So now you're using these to prevent the burning of body fat. Again, so you have to work out really, really hard and perhaps be in a slight caloric deficit for these amino acids to prevent catabolism of stored muscle tissue. And it's very, very noticeable during cardio sessions. Now, when you start doing fasted cardio, right, at one point your legs start to fatigue and you notice that they get a little bit flat. You might have a little bit of catabolism because you're, doing a significant amount of cardio. In that case, these essential amino acids, even 5 grams, it's 1/3 of a scoop, maybe half a scoop, while you're drinking that throughout your fasted cardio session will prevent your legs from getting a significant amount of atrophy because now you're burning these essential amino acids over the stored muscle protein that's available. And that's especially noticeable when you have depleted glycogen stores in the legs because you're doing a decent amount or excessive amounts of cardio to get shredded and your body fat levels are already reduced. You got to remember, the lower your body fat levels are, the harder it is to burn additional body fat because you lose body fat at a percentage. So when you're 20% body fat, it's easy to get a decent amount of calories or energy from your body fat levels. But when you're 6%, 4%, you only get a very small amount of body fat in return. Your glycogen stores are depleted and you're burning a decent amount of amino acids from stored muscle protein, which you don't want because you want to keep your legs that you've built during the off-season. And again, a product like this, even half a scoop, will prevent that from happening. You will keep your legs while you're using these kind of products. Now, on the opposite side, during the off-season, where your glycogen stores are sufficiently saturated, you don't really dig into the muscle tissue, again, because you have so much energy available. Your body fat is a little bit higher. Your glycogen stores and your food intake is a lot higher. You don't tend to dig into the stored muscle protein as much as you do during a contest prep or cutting phase, again, because your glycogen stores are saturated, and glycogen and glucose is protein sparing. Yeah? So either this is protein sparing or sufficiently stored glycogen levels are protein sparing. So it's either one or the other. Now you can still use essential amino acids during the off season because they improve recovery. So what I've noticed now that I'm in the off season, I'm getting a decent amount of carbohydrates in every day, especially on high days. I still take the essential amino acids, during my quad workout, hamstring workout, back workout. I take it during every workout now just to see what would happen. And I noticed that my recovery has improved because now these free-form amino acids are already in the bloodstream. When you train very, very heavy, I'm going to assume that you guys train stupid heavy just like I do. You can't eat too much food prior. Your stomach is too full. You don't want any food in your stomach. You want your stomach to be a little bit empty. That's why I prefer to train early in the morning. Right now I'm trying to focus on the website and YouTube channel and getting a little bit of more business off the ground. So I'm training in the evening. So I have 4 meals before, but then I don't eat 3 hours before the workout. I have my pre-workout shake about 30 minutes before. It has collagen and gelatin and, of course, Gorilla Mode Nitric to push me through all those strength plateaus and give me an insane pump. Different story for a different video. So what I've noticed in the last 2 weeks that I've been using the essential amino acids is that my recovery has increased because the food that I ate 3 hours prior has already been digested. The shake that I had 30 minutes prior to the workout has already been digested and used for energy. And now the essential amino acids are carrying me to the end of the workout without losing training capacity. So now I can still train balls to the wall, hard as towards the end of the workout without feeling like I'm losing training capacity. And that's very important to me because I like to keep the pace and the stamina up throughout the workout and not fatiguing towards the end because you feel less productive when you're there. Yeah, I have only so many hours to go to the gym, right? So I want to hit it hard. I want to hit it hard for 1.5 hours. And the essential amino acids are allowing me to do so, especially for a second body part. So let's say you do a quad day and you do calves afterwards. After 4 or 5 exercises of quads, I'm pretty fatigued. And then you still have to hit calves, 3, maybe 6 working sets, depending on the day. Those essential amino acids are definitely helping me keep the pace up and allow me to recover post-workout. Because now that I'm training in the evening, again, I'm only having 1 meal post-workout. Whereas on other days, I would train in the morning, have 6 meals post-workout, which is way more beneficial for recovery when you have the majority of the meals post-workout, compared to having 5 meals pre-workout training and then only having 1 meal before going to bed. Again, recovery is key here. And training capacity, when it's at an all-time high, you need to do everything you can to increase recovery, because otherwise, by the time you go to the gym again, the next workout, you're still sore or you're not fully recovered, and your workout is not going to be that productive to gain a little bit of additional muscle mass. Yeah? It's always a step-by-step process. And Gorilla Mode essential amino acids is definitely complementing another step in that muscle building process. Now, for you guys to get very, very hungry during a contest prep and get addicted to Crystal Light or diet drinks, so if you have a little bit of a sweet tooth during your cutting phase, 1 teaspoon of essential amino acids with mango peach flavoring is going to be a little bit better compared to all these diet drinks with aspartame, which are going to change your gut microbiome and might cause acid reflux. So that would be the last scenario where you can use this product. 1 teaspoon mixed in water just to satisfy your cravings. You get a little bit of amino acids in return. Again, you want to drink that glass slowly so you don't get too much gluconeogenesis. And the main reason why you would want to use this is intra-workout to either prevent yourself from going catabolic during heavy hypertrophy workouts when you're in a caloric deficit, and during the off season when you're training at an all-time high training capacity. Your workouts might be a little bit longer because you're doing a push-pull legs routine or you spend more time in the gym loading weight. That's a reality of it also. I spend a ton of time loading weights now during the off-season. It's annoying yet satisfying. So you have your nutrition in place, you have your pre-workout in place, and now you have an intra-workout essential amino acids to improve recovery, increase training capacity towards the end of the workout, eventually resulting in more muscle mass because now you're stimulating it more and recovery is 100% in place. For you guys who want to try it, if you're in the States, you can use my discount code Vigorous for 10% off. And for everybody that lives outside of the States, as soon as they open up international shipping, they will announce it on their Instagram page, or you also can see it on my YouTube channel or Derek More Plates More Dates YouTube channel. Their Instagram page is @GorillaMind, so when international shipping opens up again, they will announce it on their Instagram page. Then you can race to the website and clear stock so you can try some of these products out for yourself. I just received Gorilla Mode Stim, so I'll use this over the next 2 weeks solo, not in combination with some of the other Gorilla Mode or Gorilla Mind products, because those also have Huperzine and also have caffeine. So Gorilla Mind Rush and the normal Gorilla Mode pre-workout also have caffeine, and I don't double dip when it comes to caffeine. I prefer my coffee or take a Stim product spaced out separately. Yeah, so I'll try that over the next 2 weeks to give you my review. In that review video, we'll discuss scenarios where you can use Gorilla Mode Stim and situations where you shouldn't use it, which is probably going to be towards the later part of the day, even though I have no trouble sleeping if I drink coffee, a little bit late. Some of you guys might still have that issue, so we'll discuss that in the review video. Stay tuned for that. It will be dropping in the next 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for watching. Discount code down below. Don't forget, 10% off. Save some money. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.